don't know where the time's gone. Looked earlier and thought, yeah, got tons of time. It's only 8 o'clock. And then next thing I knew, I was like, it's 1/2 past. Right. I'm just getting daughter ready for bed in plenty of time. And then, of course, she drags her feet then when it gets to bedtime, bless her. Oh, here we go. Right. So, Fuzzy Hygge tonight. Find the page we're going to work on. Oh, hello. Ah, that's cool. Yeah, you do have a few castles in America, don't you, dotted round? Oh, bloody colour next. No idea. Don't know. Hello, Jess. And we've got that one in Tales from Atlantis, isn't it? Next month, that froggy one. Oh, I'll have some of my cup of tea before we start because it's already a bit cold. Oh, I've not clicked the button on the chai. It's not showing me all of it. There we go, that's better. I don't know, it would be nice to do another buddy colour at some point though. Could always go for another kind of cute and cosy sort of page. So I'm thinking for February, I don't want to plan too much. Hi Sam, hi everyone, how is everybody? Had a good weekend, a good week? Right, here we go. Everything seems to have multiplied on my desk. Right, move that over there. Right then, here we go. Where to start? I'm thinking I've coloured another page in here with a fireplace. I can't find it now. Here, that's it. So I did do a little bit of a glow effect on this one. So I think I will start out doing a bit of a glow effect and then work out what I'm doing. So I don't remember what colour I used for the glow effect last time. Let's have a look. See if I can work it out because I quite like the colour, but I did not write it down. I want to say that was summer lemon. I always want to say summer yellow, but it isn't, is it? It's summer lemon. So let's get I'll get the glow bits on first. Hello. Oh, it's a cute one, this one, isn't it? I do really like this one. I think this is the only Vivi Tinter book I've got though, actually. But they do have a few others, don't they? I think with the same characters in, don't they? I'm sure when I've been browsing on Amazon trying to, you know, be good and not add too much else to my wish list, I'm sure I've seen that there's other ones with these characters, because I think there's a Christmas one and a Halloween one. Oh yeah, it's the only Vivi Tinter one I've got, actually. You know, I do really like how they draw the characters. I think they're really cute. Right, so I'll do a little bit kind of around the fire. Take it down a bit on some of the bricks as well, I think. Oh, yeah. Do you know what? Nice and cozy. Reading your book, but kind of nodding off. Yeah, that'd be fun, wouldn't it? Alright, a bit of a glow on here. Who is it? Oh, that's cute, Jess. Yeah, this one's been around for a while, hasn't it? Right, I'll do a bit of a glow here. I never know whether I'm doing too much or too little. So I'll do a little bit here. Do a bit on the edge of the blanket, but maybe not all the way down. I guess there'd be a bit on the actual fox, I suppose. Maybe a bit here. There, I guess. much else am I? How much of a glow did I do last time? Yeah, so I went for a few bits round, but not too far away. So I might leave it. Just do a little bit here, I think. Might leave it as that, I think, though, for the glow, possibly. We'll see. I think it's a fox. I'm sure that one's the fox. It's got, here we are, we can see him a bit better on the front, and yeah, looks like the same one, and definitely looks like they've coloured it as a fox. Yeah, it must have been your channel, Jess. I've seen on that there's like the, you know, the Halloween one and the Christmas one and stuff with the same characters, and that's a slippery slope, isn't it? Right, I do have, at least I think I have got colours written down for the fox. I do. How did I colour it last time? Okay, so I did kind of colour it a bit like on the front, and I used Y4 for the quints, so I'll try and colour them roughly the same. Oh yeah, they do have quite a few kind of the cosy ones with people in, don't they? I must admit, I don't think I've got any of those, because yeah, I'd rather colour animals than people. How far on the face is it? Half-ish, isn't it? Right, just go for it. So I'll do all of that arms. Doesn't matter if he's not coloured exactly the same each time, but at least if I use the same colours. I know the ears are fully coloured. On the front they didn't colour these little fluffy bits, but I think I did last time. I'll just leave a little bit, there we go, a little bit of the face uncoloured. And just carefully join that bit up, I think, there. Thank you. Oh, yeah, there's so many new books coming out, isn't there, Jess? Husband walked into my office, and was it yesterday? Saturday, might have been Saturday. He looked and he went, "Oh wow, yeah, you do have a lot of books, don't you?" I was like, "You can't really say anything though, because you did buy me like quite a few for Christmas." I was like, I do, you know, it might be a while before I get to colouring, you know, in some of them, or getting back to colouring in some of them, should I say? But like, I do really like all the books that I've got. I don't think I wrote down what colour I did for their ears. Oh no, I did pink, the same pink for all of them. Here we go. Right, so let's do that bit, because then that's kind of the only bit that I know what I'm doing, and then I'll just kind of wing the rest. So this page is a buddy, and my buddy has already finished theirs. But to be honest, I made a point of not looking at their page for the last couple of days. So I can't remember too much what it looks like. So I may or may not end up using the same colours. I'll find out later when I have a look back at theirs. Hi, Angie. Does everybody have a good weekend then? Does anybody get up to much? Anybody colouring or anything at the minute? I might do the wood, because that'll be an easy place to start, won't it? It's like potato brown, I think. And I'll pick a slightly lighter one for the end. So I'll go for the deep green for the little ends of the locks. Oh, colour by number for Angie. Oh gosh, 50% off books. Oh wow, I have to make sure I don't look at that then, because that's going to be a slippery slope, isn't it? I still have a little bit of Christmas money that I haven't spent yet, but I thought I'm going to wait till February. I think I know what I'm going to get with it, but I thought I want to get to colouring in some of my uncoloured books before I start adding more. Although I said that, and then I've ended up buying a few this last week, but I'm blaming Aldi for having books on offer really cheap, so it's all their fault. Oh, been working on it since before Christmas. Well, chip away at it slowly, I guess, Angie. Little by little. They are quite an undertaking, aren't they? Especially if it's one of those like super detailed ones. Oh, cute. That's a nice one from Hannah Carlson, isn't it? Soulmates. There's a double page spread in that I really do want to do at some point. Maybe for Halloween this year, but we'll see. It's the one with like the bats and the kind of vampire lady. I just think it's such a cool page. Well, double page. Right. I might reuse those colours actually for the bits and pieces around here. So I'm not bringing in too many different colours. I'm glad, you know what, there was a couple of 3 or 4 years ago now, it's probably longer than I think. I'd kind of only just started getting into Hannah Carlson, and there was like all of her old books that I hadn't got yet. So my mum asked, "Oh, is there anything you want for your birthday?" I think it was. So I sent her like Amazon wish list with like all of, like the old style Hannah Carlson ones, the slightly bigger ones, because I hadn't got any of them. And she got me quite a few. So luckily I have got all of those ones, and I'm really glad, because there's some that people are struggling to get now, and I'm so glad I've got it. It's a bit like with a lot of the other books that are out of print, isn't it? Like if you weren't lucky enough to get it at the time, if you're a bit newer to the hobby, or even if you've been colouring for a while, but obviously your tastes change, don't they? And things you didn't used to like, maybe you like now, and it's a shame when people can't get hold of the books that they really want. But keep a lookout. Look at Angie, because you can definitely drop on it at some point. Somebody might put it on, eBay or Facebook Marketplace or Vinted, or any of the like second-hand kind of places. Definitely kind of always some people somewhere having a bit of a clear out of their collection, and do the top dark, I think, because I might do lighter coloured bricks. I'm going to do my normal thing of not bothering adding any wood texture or anything, because I'm not in the mood, quite frankly. I don't do it very often, so I'm not doing it tonight. Well, I know obviously the fire, that'll obviously be fire coloured. Maybe if I sort out what colour I'm going to do the bricks, which again, I'm just not to say I'll do the same. So we did grey last time, which is an option. So it does look like it's a wooden floor, doesn't it? So yeah, I'll pick a couple of greys for the bricks, I think. Oh, that's exciting. I went to country the third one. Cool. Well, that's still a good discount now, 40%. I think people were on about a sale on something last week as well, weren't they? Was it pencils or something on the website? I guess because it's January, lots of companies are trying to do sales because people aren't buying so much, I suppose, with it being this time of year. Not payday till what, end of next week? Right, I'm going to go for lightish grey. And I don't want like a super dark one, but I'll go for a little bit darker. I might go for the warm grey. You're probably not meant to mix the cool greys and the warm greys, but I think colour wise they work a little bit better. So I'll do this one's the lot. Yeah, this one's the lighter one. So I'll do some of the bricks. Yeah, I'll do some this grey and then some that's slightly darker, I guess. We had quite a busy weekend in the end. We've not really got, I think it got to Friday night and we still haven't really planned anything. But Saturday we went to see, is it Zootopia, Zootropolis? We always keep getting mixed up on the name of it. Anyway, we saw that Saturday. That was really good. Like, so many jokes in it. Like dad style jokes and kind of slightly taking the mickey out of Disney, because obviously it's a Disney film. They can poke fun at themselves. It was funny. Did enjoy that. We've not been to see that yet, so that was good. And then Sunday we went on a little bit of a road trip to go and do a few escape rooms. Say a bit of a road trip. I suppose for some people it's not far, but we went 2 hours up the country. Because we've run out of local escape rooms now. They were all really good actually. We did 2 in the morning at one company, and then we did 2 kind of down the road in another town at a different company. And oh gosh, one of them was, we knew it was kind of one of those where you're definitely going to escape, but you're earning points. So the more kind of things you solve, you get points, and then there's a leaderboard depending on how many's in your team, and then also sort of how many points you get. And yeah, we really enjoyed it. We did quite well for a team of 3, but we kind of got to the end and we were like, oh my gosh, there's so much to do. So I think we're definitely going to go back again. We've made notes to try and remind ourselves, because we know the bits that we spent ages on trying to work out, we know now. So we'd be able to do those bits quite well, relatively quickly. But then there's a load of puzzles that we kind of looked at and either thought, yeah, I think I know what to do, but it'll take a while, or some we looked at and went, no, I'm not spending the time on that. Because we knew it was something that was going to be a bit trickier. Obviously wanted to focus on trying to get kind of as many points as possible, and so we started with the easier bits. But even so, there's still loads, still shed loads to do. And we nearly got on the leaderboard for the last room that we did in that company as well. It was like especially saying as we were a team of 3, and one of the people's our daughter, not an adult. Although I mean she's 12 and a half. It was like, yeah, you remember, I think we're about 7 minutes off the fastest team, like for a team of 3. And he was like, especially considering one of you isn't an adult, like, you know, he's done really well. Ah, there we go. That explains why we keep getting mixed up then, Jess. It was brilliant, so I thoroughly recommend watching it. So good. I did enjoy the first one, to be fair, so I had a feeling that I'd like this one, but there's just so many little, you know, there's obviously the obvious jokes, but there's just so many subtle jokes as well. It's just really well done. I feel like I might do the wall and the floor next. I don't know what colour to do them. They do wood, I guess a wood colour for the floor. Oh, did you? Yeah, Jim, it came out December, didn't it? And we were like, we'll wait and see till it's a bit quieter at the cinema. And then we went Saturday, and it was still surprisingly full, actually. Seeing as it's been out for a while. There was still a lot of people in, and it wasn't as if it was raining or anything outside. And so I guess a lot of people had done the same thing as us and thought, oh, we'll wait till it's a bit quieter and then. I might do this. It's kind of a slightly funny colour for the floor. I think that might look kind of nice. Lipstick natural. So I feel like then, I don't know, just slightly different colour for the floor, I guess. It's still brownish. Yeah, I mean, like I said, it was still dead busy at the cinema. I was saying, as it's been out for a while, you can see why it's kind of breaking box office records when it's still that busy. Yeah, really enjoyed it actually. Just kind of realised today though, I don't know why we thought it'd been longer since our daughter had done her first escape room, and then it showed up on like my Facebook memories today. We were like, oh, it's 2 years today since she did her first escape room with us. So we're up to 270 something, I think it is now. I think it's about 2.5 years for us. And she's nine behind us. So really, we've done like 260 rooms in 2 years. It's, yeah, we thought we'd been doing it for longer. Husband didn't believe me, and then I was like, look, the photo, and it says there this date 20, oh no, maybe it was 3 years. Either way, we couldn't believe how long it's been. And we're like, oh gosh, we have done an awful lot. Still don't quite know what colour to do the wall bit, so I think I'm just going to leave. Do you know what, I suppose it could be the same bricks, couldn't it? Like it's a brick bit and then the fat. Yeah, I'm going to do that rather than bringing in more colours, I think. Yeah, it's a good hobby, doing escape rooms, but it is gets quite pricey. I think because husband works from home, obviously he likes to get out the house at a weekend, which is understandable. Whereas because I'm not in much in the week, I mean, I'd be quite happy to stay at home some weekends, but. They're probably not. I mean, they haven't got the same dots patterns drawn on, but I think if I go for the same colours, I want like the fox's blankets and all the little ornaments and stuff to be nice and colourful, but I think I might have all these bits and pieces a bit plainer. I think that'll work better, I think. Anyway, we'll see. Anybody been watching anything good on the TV lately? We've been well, we've gone back to a TV series that we started watching, I don't know, it was last year, the year before. It was on Netflix, but we had to use a VPN to watch it because it was it on VPN? Well, it's definitely a VPN. I can't remember if it was on Amazon or Netflix. One of them anyway, but it wasn't available in our country, but it was available in America, so it was right pain. We'd have to like watch it through the computer and have that hooked up to the TV. So we started watching this series called Evil. The husband had seen like some bits and pieces for on TikTok, I think it was, and he was like, oh, it looks really good, but it's such a pain to watch it that we kind of stopped watching. And then we happened to go on Sky a couple of weeks ago, and it was there on like the splash screen of like, you know, all episodes available now, and we're like, marvelous, okay, we'll carry on with that. So we've just been plodding on through that now. I think there's 3 seasons, 4 seasons. I think we're on the second series, third series. Anyway, it's getting really good. Like all the different storylines that they've been setting up for a while are kind of, you know, all kind of slowly slotting and piecing together. And yeah, it's a little bit gory in places, but not too gory. Well, yeah, it's a bit different. I'll definitely recommend it if you're after something a little bit different. Oh, they're classics, aren't they? Oh, I'm a bit wonky there, aren't I? Let's straighten you up a bit. Here we go. Casualty called the Midwife. And they're solid shows, aren't they? There's a reason they've been around for a while. Yeah, it is such a good show, isn't it? Like, we weren't sure when we very first started watching it. We watched the first 1 or 2. We were like, it might be a bit too religious for us, but we'll see. And then, yeah, I think it's just really clever how they're like kind of tying everything together. And yeah, I'm interested to see where it ends up. There just has been a few times we've sat there going, really? Would you really do that? Why are you doing that? No, don't do that. But I suppose that's why they put it in, so that, you know, you're there criticising the characters and it kind of keeps you a bit engaged, I guess, doesn't it? Oh, she's just, yeah, very interesting character she is, isn't she? Like, interesting to see where her storyline ends up. Right, I think I'll do the fire next, because then I might use some of the colours from that elsewhere, possibly. So I'll do it last time. I mean, I don't want to copy it exactly, but so I did do red, orange and yellow. So I'll do the same again. Might not be the same colours. Oh, sorry, the adverts. Yeah, interested to see where the kid's grandma, where her storyline goes. I don't want to say to like if people start watching it, I don't want to give too much away. But yeah, she's a very interesting character. In like, yeah, can't work out where they're going with her storyline at the minute. I mean, you kind of can't help but like it in a way, and then at other times you're like, really? Oh my god, like that's your family? What you doing? So yeah, I don't know. Interested to see, yeah, where everybody's different little storylines end up. Oh gosh, yeah, creepy dolls. Thankfully, I think where we're up to at the minute, the dolls aren't featuring quite so much. They were it was last week when we were watching it. There was I was there going like, oh, just old dolls are just creepy anyway, aren't they? Even if they're not making them into something creepy on a show. But yeah. So yes, I definitely, if anybody's into something, wanted something a bit different, wouldn't exactly say it's horror, but I guess it could kind of play on your mind a little bit with some of the stories. But it's really different, I think, is what we're liking about it. Right, I will go over those lines, but I won't do that till the end because I'm smudging the gel pen. They sing the same song. Is that the one where they were at the school and then there was like loads of teenagers that just kept like, and they couldn't stop singing? It might be further into it than I thought. I can't remember how many seasons there is. Yeah, that was quite a while ago actually. Maybe we must be a bit further on than I thought. Sometimes we'll kind of start binge watching something, then we'll go, we'll have a change and we'll watch something else. But we just keep going back to it. I think, shall we watch something else? And it's like, no, let's keep going. I want to see where it's going. We did start watching Fallout, to be fair, the second series, but then that's back to being out weekly. So I think we watched the first 3 and then we were like, we'll let that build up a little bit before we carry on watching that. I don't really like watching it when it's one a week because you just kind of start getting into it and then it's like, oh, okay, it's done for another week. So I think we're going to wait a little bit more before we carry on with that. So yeah, we'll be carrying on with Evil, I think. We did try and watch a film on, I think it was Saturday night. I can't even remember what it was. Husband put it on and we were watching it. I was like, this is rubbish. I can't even think what it was. It was something about, I don't even know. I fell asleep. It's like one of the autobiographical sort of films, but he'd not realised that that's what it was. So yeah, I just had a nice nap through it. As you can tell, the fact I have no idea what it was called. So I'm going to use some of this red and orange just here and there, just to dot it around the page a bit. Okay. Yeah, I can't remember. I know we did look. I think there's already 3 seasons out. I think because I'm sure. I remember we were looking and we were like, how many more episodes have we got? And we were like, oh, there's still quite a few. So there must be 3 seasons out already. I think off the top of my head because I'm sure when we were looking on like kind of how many more we'd got to watch, I'm sure there was quite a few episodes showing on Sky. So yeah, it'll keep us good for a bit. I find I'm getting quite engrossed in it as well. I'm not like tempted to pick my phone up and look at anything because there's just always something kind of going on and happening and you kind of got to pay attention. Oh, there we go, 4 seasons. I was going to say, I knew there was quite a few episodes we've still got left to do. Oh, only 9 left. There we go. I thought we'd got more left than that. So there we are. We might be finished by the weekend. And we'll just be stuck on what we're going to watch next. Right. That little plant will obviously be green. So I'll colour that next. And then bring a bit of that green in elsewhere. I'll do that green. That's quite a pretty one. Oh, excuse me, got a right tickle in my throat. Let's have a little drink. Right. green in. So I'll make some of that box green as well, I guess. To work out a colour scheme as well for blanket. Kind of feel like blue, although that's, yeah, do you know what? I was going to say that's probably bringing in a few too many colours, but let's just go for it. I'm going to bring some blues in. What kind of blues? That's the question. I'll go for that cornflower blue. And pick a kind of a brightish one out for the small details, I think. I don't think I've used that blue much, so be a nice one. And then do the aquamarine as well. I feel like they're kind of the bean bag and the blanket and that could kind of all be blues, I guess. Oh, I will do. I don't think I know anybody else who's watched it actually. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see what you think as well. But yeah, maybe by the weekend. Although I think we started an episode we watched one full episode and then we started another and got about 5 minutes in and fell asleep because we had been up since quite early yesterday and then obviously done the 4 escape rooms, so we're a little bit tired last night. So we'll probably have to take that one back to the start. You know, it's not that we weren't enjoying it, we're getting old. I'm sure it is when you're travelling quite a way to go and do the escape rooms, you've got to get up early so you can get there and fit them in. Just admit, when the alarm went off yesterday morning, I was like, oh gosh, I don't want to get up. We've obviously already booked it and paid for it, so we've kind of got to go. But yeah, we had to get up earlier than we would in the week yesterday to get there in time, so yeah, a little bit tired last night. It's quite a nice colour, this one. I'm sure I haven't used this one before. I'm sure I remember the name of it. This is a nice colour. So I might do the little tassely bits in this colour. And a bluey purple, isn't it, this one? Pretty. So the little stripes on that one. I'll bring some of these blues up on the little bits and pieces as well, I reckon. So we went, it was a couple of hours up the country. We went to Halifax, never been there before. The little bit we saw looked quite nice. And then we went to, where were the other two? Huddersfield, which was just kind of down the road from there. I think it was like 20 minutes, half hour or so from Halifax, but then yeah, they were both kind of a couple of hours from where we live. But definitely worth the journey. There is some slightly rubbish escape rooms out there, so we do always try and make sure we look at the reviews first. Partly because we don't want to waste our money on ones that are not very good, but also you don't want to travel a long way and then them not be any good. That's quite cute. which blue it is. I normally do all this bit at the end, but I'm just a bit conscious. I've got quite a few blues on the go. There we go. Paper I use to protect my... Oh, like this one. It's probably been in some of my videos, I imagine. So I use it between like my alcohol marker pages and like pencil pages and whatever, to be honest. Yeah, it's just kind of greaseproof paper. I think it's sandwich. What do I search for on Amazon? I'm sure it comes in packs of 50. And it comes flat, like you can buy some and they're rolled. And I was thinking, I can't be bothered with fighting to keep it flat. So these ones I buy do come flat. I'm sure it's a pack of 50. It might be 100 actually, because there's 2 designs. I'm sure it's like sandwich wax paper or something to that effect. And yeah, there's the sort I get. It's got like 2 different patterns in the pack. You get so many of one and so many of the other. I can't remember. Maybe it is 50. I'm trying to look how many. Yeah, maybe it's 25 of each. Yeah, it might not be a pack of 50. It might be 25 of each design, I think. But it comes flat, like it comes in. See, I've not opened this one yet. That's why it's all shiny. It does come flat, because I know you can buy ones that are in rolls, and either you cut it or it's pre-cut, but it's rolled. And I just think I can't be bothered with trying to fight and keep it flat. But yeah, it is basically wax paper. It's just pretty kind of wax paper. Oh, maybe it is 100 then. It doesn't look that many on the thing, but yeah, I guess it's been a bit since I bought it, so yeah, maybe it is a pack of 100. Oh, there we go. Yeah, if you've bought the same one, then Angie, yeah, it must be. I was going to say, I did think 50 didn't seem enough, but then yeah, I guess it is thinnish, isn't it? There must be more in a pack than it looks, I guess. But yeah, it certainly does the job. Like I said, I like it because it is flat. You've not got to fight and try and flatten it out. And it's quite a decent size. I mean, if you're putting them in a... so I've got a Kirby book here. And obviously, I think that's one of my biggest books. It doesn't quite cover all of it. But, it does do a fair bit. I mean, I could put 2 sheets in, but I know one will probably do. But yeah, it's not. I like the fact it's got a pretty pattern on it as well. Yes, I think I've had watermelon in the past, to be honest. I think the last few times I've bought this one with like the sweets and the hearts because they worked out slightly cheaper. Yeah, there's all sorts of different ones you can get on Amazon. I think quite often I do try and link the wax one in my description, because I always think that's one thing that people might think, oh, that looks useful, And when you search on Amazon, there's so many different ones, it can get a bit confusing. Right, I'm going to use the same blues. I feel like this fox is a bit coordinated, so I'm going to make the rug kind of match the blanket and that, I think. I'm going to use the same colours. I mean, I may use a slightly lighter blue, to be fair, for the big bit of the rug, but yeah, I'll still do it kind of blue colours anyway. Well, yes, happy to enable, Angie. So it is quite useful. I think I first saw it on Colouring with Kay's channel. I thought, wow, that's a cracking idea, using something like that to separate your pages. Especially when I started using Prismacolor pencils, because obviously they can transfer quite a lot, can't they? Like, glitter gel pens and stuff. choose a slightly lighter blue, I think. Go for that pale blue, I think. Just do that a bit lighter, I reckon. So I think if the rug's that colour, I think it might just look a bit much. So slightly, well, it's not massively lighter, is it? I guess, but a little bit lighter. We put them when it's the big area, yeah. Focus on this. We don't get any streaks. Well, it's coming together quite nicely now, isn't it? Not too much left to do. Just like the last bits and bobs, isn't it? There we go. Oh, that looks quite cute. I like those colours. Right. I don't know what colour to do there. Do you know what? I might do orange slippers actually. Maybe the fox might like orange slippers to match the fur, perhaps. But I'll do some blue up here first. That's alright. Happy to help. So I saw it on, I'm sure it was Colouring with Kay's channel, like a few years ago, and thought, oh, that's a great idea. Blue. Blue. And do a couple more bits green. I guess I've not got that much green on the page yet. Do this book green. I spotted a tiny little bit of mist there. Right. So I've got what? Green, red, blue. Yeah, I've kind of got 4 colours. Maybe I'll bring another. I don't know whether to bring another colour in or not. Let's have a look. See if I've got a colour that will go nicely. Well, that's all kind of greys. They're a bit boring, aren't they? These slippers, I suppose I could do them orange, the same colour as the fox, but I don't know. Maybe the fox would like different coloured ones. I suppose I could go for like a pinkish red sort of colour. Well, then we've got a lot of blue, so I guess like a lavender colour could work as well. Yeah. I don't know, I'll go for the dark. I'll go for lobelia. I do like purple, so let's bring a bit of purple in. Right. struggling to stay straightish tonight. Here we go. Do part of this. I might bring the light blue in for the rest of that, I guess. 1, 2. These bits. Purple. And do teacup the same colour as well. Tie that in a bit. And then let's get this little blue looks practically the same. It is a different one, but it's rather similar, isn't it? Right, do that. Colour that flame in. Don't want those books to be blue. I might do. Try and make these look a little bit fuzzy. Do some different blue dots. Right. This is about as big as an area as I can manage to do these little textures on, because if there's anything bigger than this I would get far too bored. But I can manage with these little bits. It always amazes me when people manage to do like the really big, you know, textures and patterns on like all over the page, and it looks amazing, but I just can't be bothered. A bit lazy that way. I like having these to make nice fun. Nice fun pages, not thinking too much. Right, a little bit fuzzy. I'll do white gel pens on them after, so I think that'll look nice. Do these books red. There's not that much red on the page, I guess. I wonder if the fox is dreaming of anything. Maybe they're dreaming about what's happening in their book while they have a little snooze in front of the fire. There we go. And I need a little flame up here, colour in. Nearly there now. A little bit here. There we go. I suppose I could have done some more glow effects from that candle, but I don't suppose it really matters too much, does it? Yes, that needs colour in. A bit of the pot as well. I'm going to leave the actual wall possibly white. I don't know, maybe I do add a bit of colour, we'll see. Labels to colour on them. that one. Oh, box kind of wonky again. Do apologise. We are wonky donkey tonight. One colour that's just here we are. I'm going to add a bit of colour to the pages without really adding too much. I'll do it on these little bits and pieces as well. Maybe I do colour the wall. I don't know whether to leave the wall. Got paper tucked behind properly. Don't know whether to colour the wall or not. Let's have a look. Guess I could, but it needs to be a really light colour, I think. Is that pastel peach colour, I guess? Or say that lime green, but maybe I just leave the wall. I don't know. Well, that pastel peach is quite a pretty colour. Maybe I do go for that pastel peach, see if I can find it. I'll add a little bit of colour to the wall, won't it then? It's not took me too long to do the page, so yeah, let's colour. Tell you what, I'll just start with a little bit, and then if I don't like it, yeah, I'll go for that. It's just going to be a bit awkward. Trying to make sure that it doesn't end up with lines on the page, I guess. But right, there we go. So just keep working kind of back and forth. Try and make sure. I hope they don't end up with any lines. This is quite a pretty colour for the wall, isn't it? I guess it ties in a bit with the colour I did the floor as well. Slide you along a bit. Right, then it will just be white gel pen, and I want to go over the lines on the flames as well. I think that'll look nice if I take those lines out. There we go. Right. Oh, so what? Before that, I need to not drop the pan on the floor. I need to go in and add my little bits of shading in places as well, actually. I don't have the same colours. Right, so in with the red. Not in too many places. So I'm just going to go in with the same colour again, like I normally do. Now it's dry. Right, this is the purpley kind of colour. And this bit was that colour. That's everything that's that colour. Right, shall work out what else we've got. Let's have a look. Right, let's have a look. It's just that deeper blue. Ah, thank you. It's getting there now. Just kind of the finishing touches. So I'm just going to add a little bit of simple shadowing in places. I'm not worrying too much about like the light source or anything. Just kind of simple here and there. Right, this was that colour. So yeah, let's just go in with the same colour again. Pleased with how it's turning out. Like I said, I didn't look to my buddies page for a couple of days, so I don't remember. I don't think I've used the same colours, but I can't honestly remember. Do a little bit. I guess this side. Like I said, I'm not worrying too much about the light source, but I guess I can kind of take it into account a bit more than I normally would. So if I did the glow bits, it's a bit more obvious on this one. A bit of that on blue. That's probably it for that one. Bit of the green. Ah, there we go. I couldn't remember what. I seem to remember green on yours. I think. Might even be wrong on that. Yeah, I didn't. I was thinking perhaps you hadn't got blue, but I wasn't 100% certain. I was saying with buddy colours though, sometimes like they do turn out really different, and then other times, yeah, they can just turn out quite similar, even though you've not like, you know, it's not for any particular reason that they've turned out pretty similar. It is. I know it's you. What about the green? I couldn't remember if you'd used green or not, to be honest. I had a feeling that you hadn't. That you had used green, sorry, but not blue.
But then I wasn't 100% certain, to be honest. Like I said, I've not looked at it for a couple of days. I thought I won't look until now, like after I've done mine. I kind of green rung a bell for yours, but I wasn't 100% certain. Right, I don't want that one anymore. Let's see what I forgot left. Don't want that one. This was the one for the fox, I guess. I had a little bot. Ah, blue green. Yeah, I couldn't remember, to be honest. I remember yours turned out really nice. I just couldn't remember the actual colours. I think with some pages it's kind of easier to go really different, and then other times they just kind of naturally turn out relatively similar. Right, that's the fox. Let's see, what colours have I got? Right, it's a little bit on the looks. A little bit on here. I'll probably do on that colour actually. Don't want that marker anymore. So what have I got left? Oh. Right, what colours have I got? This was... which one was this one? Deep cream. Ah, that was on this one, I think. Yes, I think so. A little bit on the edge there. And I think this is what I used in here. Yep. Right, that one. And you know what, I don't think the bricks, I don't think I'm going to add any more shading to the bricks. I think I'm going to leave them as they are. Oh yeah, it was good. I liked your little details that you added, your different patterns and stuff on things. It was cute. Do you know what, I've got better. First few times I did live streams, I was not quick at all. It's one reason I tend to do alcohol markers, to be honest. If I'm doing pencil, I'm really slow. I've kind of got better at looking at the, looking at chat and then looking back at what I'm doing. You're really wonky again. Right, what do I want? I want a red and an orange gel pen. Let's have a look. What have I got? That red might work. Got so many of the Langway ones, it's just kind of finding right sort of colour. Is that the same colour? Oh no, these are different. So that's quite bright orange. Right. Now, I've never swatched these ones out. I've got that many of them. I know if I did it, it'd be done, but, Right, I like that red. I tend to just eyeball them and then scribbling them on a bit of paper. That orange is maybe a bit too bright. Let me see if I can find a different orange. This one's kind of bright, but not as bright. Is that even different? No, it is subtly different. Oh, it doesn't look. It looks basically the same on camera, but it is very slightly different. So I'll go for. Yeah, it's not too bad. Not bothered if it doesn't completely match. Just so long as it's not, you know, too different. I do love these gel pens for going over the lines sometimes. I mean, I don't do it all the time, but I think now and again it's worth the little bit of time it takes. Oh, I've got the little flame on the candle as well, haven't I? That's not too bad. Up here as well. We should have started up here, but I forgot about the candle, so here we go. Right, that's that bit done. Oh yeah, I'm all for keeping it simple. It just looks nice having all the extra details, but this is quite a good match, this, right? Probably dry slightly different colour, I guess, but at the minute it's very similar. It looks nice getting rid of the lines on a little bit. There we go. It's handy for neatening up some as well. How did I do the fire last time? I've got to be really careful now. I thought I had. I did some little like yellow dots around to look like it was kind of a bit crackly, I guess. So let's do that again. Just noticed it's got like loads of stuff up at me. I'm not sure if they all look like that. I guess it's okay. Right, is this one working? Yeah. Right, I just had a few. And give the idea of it being a bit of a crackly kind of fire. It breaks up this bit behind it in the fireplace, I guess, as well, doesn't it? There we go. Right, I'll probably do that. And my white gel pen. And try really hard not to smudge everything I've just done now. Right. Right. Careful with the fireplace. We want a little bit up here, I guess. Oh, not coloured in the drink. Right. I mean, not that there's very much in there. There we go. A little bit of tea or something in that, I think. Right. Just trying to work out where to. conscious sometimes I get a little bit overboard with the white gel pen, but I do like adding a few bits here and there. Just think it kind of finishes it off a bit, doesn't it? And somewhere else, the slippers, that was it. Some white dots on here. I mean, they're not going to be super obvious, but it will just, in fact, I'll go over these black lines with the white. That'll help make it a bit fluffier, I guess, as well, won't it? Yeah, that looks cute. It's not completely got rid of the black lines, but it's definitely softened them up a bit. Hello, Holly. Lurk away. Yeah, I'm so impatient sometimes. I think especially when I used to only work on one page and then like finish that before I started my next one. I'd be so bad at like, you know, doing gel pen or paint or something on it and not leaving it to dry, because I'll be like, oh well, I'll do the next bit, I'll do the next bit. I've got a lot better lately at, you know, having a few pages on the go, and then I'll leave the gel pen and the paint to last. I'll do those little details and like do a little bit and then put it to dry. So I'm getting better, but I do still sometimes like either forget or just get a bit impatient. And there we go. Oh, and a little bit on this handle, I guess, as well. That looks like it's a tiny bit shiny. But yeah, I think I'm going to call that done. Let me get these pens out of the way. Oh, well done, Angie. That was the one you said you'd started before Christmas. So it's good then if you've got that one done. Nice to have it ticked off. On to the next project, I guess. Oh. Just about to put these pens away and I can't work out which pack it was out of. Oops. Oh no, it is out of that pack then. Right, slide that in there. There we go. Right, this dated. Oh gosh, snow? My word. That was a bit of a surprise to people. I mean, snow in Florida. What's the date today? 19th. Remember to put 26, not 25. I'm really good at remembering that in January, and then I get to February and I just start reverting back to putting like the previous year on. Now I'm thinking, I mean, I might change my mind between now and next week, possibly, but we'll see. I might work in one of my cute and cozy books. One that's uncoloured, and I've no idea which one because I've got quite a few. Or for something different, I could work in Emily Marotta and I'm dropping paper on the floor, and use the Amanda Colours palette. And I had picked, what page had I picked out for using that palette on? Not that one, that one. So we could do a cute and cozy page next week, or I could work on this one with Prismacolors and use the Amanda Colours palette, depending on what people are fancying. Oh gosh. Do you know what? It's not been too bad here today. I mean, it's not been warm, but it's not been too cold here. Got really cold spells gone for the moment. It's very grey. So what's everybody fancying? Are we fancying Prismacolors and Emily Marotta, or a cute and cozy?
you want to pop in the chat what you fancy. And then, yeah, we can vote for Millie. I have no idea which cute and cosy book it'd be. Probably one of my uncoloured ones, but I picked this one out for the colour palette for Amanda Colours this month because I thought it looked quite cute with the colours that she's got for this month. Okay, it sounds like another vote for that. Yes, it is a cat, I suppose. It says in the back what it is. Let's have a look. So on the other side it's a dodo, so that'll help me looking in the, because it doesn't have page numbers. So let me have a look. Where's dodo in the back bit? Oh, it's a Sundra Island, Sundra, I guess. Sundra Island tiger, apparently this one. Not heard of that before, but yeah. You can kind of tell it was a cat, couldn't we, from the tail and the ears and that, I guess. The colour palette, it's on my phone and I'm using my phone to do this. It's kind of like, not exactly pastel colours, kind of like a, I suppose, vintagey pastel, kind of. That's really not described it very well at all, to be honest. But yeah, if you go on Amanda Colours Instagram, it's her colour palette is Sarah Renee Clark's colour palette, but the one that Amanda Colours has picked for this month. Hi everybody, cool. So it sounds like a few votes for this one then for next week, so we'll go for that for next week. Like I said, it will be Prismacolor. I think normally Amanda Colours suggests the Copics, I think it is Polychromos and Prismacolors that match that colour palette, but I don't think that's on there this time. So I did put it into ChatGPT and say, you know, could you suggest which Prismacolors will match this, you know, this colour palette, which pencil should I use for my Prismacolors? And it has actually come up. I mean, I've not scribbled them out on a bit of paper yet, but it has suggested which pencils to use, so I'll give it a go and see if they are a decent match beforehand. And then assuming I imagine, I mean, AI is pretty good at a lot of things, isn't it? Assuming those colours are a relatively good match to that colour palette, it will mean I've already got the pencils all sorted. Cool, yeah, so we'll go for that for a change. So normally what I do with these ones, I can show you one I've done before, is actually using one of the colour palettes that Amanda Colours has shared. I think it's normally got like 5 or 6 colours in the colour palette. So we literally just use, you know, one pencil that matches each of those colours, so 5 or 6 pencils, maybe add a white, and then I literally just kind of block colour, to be honest, which probably seems like a bit of a waste for Prismacolors, but you know, I like how it turns out. It's another one I've done in here using, again, one of those colour palettes. As you see, my favourite ones of Millie Marottas are the one where she's drawn like with the leaf and the flower kind of shapes. Those are my favourites. So yeah, we'll go for that next week then. So thank you everybody for joining me tonight. It's lovely chatting with you all. Hope you have a lovely week and weekend, whatever you're up to. Enjoying your colouring this week. Obviously, if you're, you know, if you've been lurking and you've been enjoying, but you haven't hit that subscribe button, if you hit subscribe, then you won't miss out when I go live. It's normally every Monday night. But yeah, thank you very much everybody for your company tonight. It's been lovely. I'll just bring that page back that we finished tonight. So really pleased with how that's come out. I have to remember to take a picture. Might be tomorrow now when the light's a bit better, to send to my buddy. But yeah, thank you very much for joining me tonight everybody. Take care and I'll hopefully catch you next Monday.